It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the boys. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we got a good NFC matchup on 10 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brennan Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's got a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44. He showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 76 yards. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, it would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Six yards left on second down. Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Bryant Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, and one play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Elliott fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And they would not be denied on ground. Powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even is 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Delay of game,
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, on the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
4th down, so Jay Camarda is out there. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside of 35. The Dallas offense back out on the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in the playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a first.
Darshaw's really built on his 2020 when he sees the Cowboys starting job in 2021. 78 catches were third in the league for tight end. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down here to 20 at the 21. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. They stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away 1/2 of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle him.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So a passing touchdown on 3rd and goal from the 1. You like the play, Paul?
I like any ball that ends up as a touchdown.
I guess
that's a really good call. But in this case, I liked it a lot because maybe they just didn't feel confident in running the football in that situation.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. The team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Nothing open downfield, so they'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got hit.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So Prescott, the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and try and get it outside. The defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run. The good footwork nearly all for naught. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. They'll set up a screen to Elliott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
And so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bernard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Buccaneers 1st down. Let's focus in on what we're going to do here.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly got them involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in a stat sheet.
Shaq Barrett's motor just keeps on running in Tampa Bay. Another 10 sacks for him in 2021. He's up to 37 in 3 seasons with the Buccaneers.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly what the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From midfield, here's Brady.
Completes it again to Gage. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Brady going to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So we got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his target. It's Evans. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game. And the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Suckup field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. Now Brady again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Bernard. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter what's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Suckup for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now leading this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Draw play, Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves him a 2nd and a yard. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on us the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott.
Outright, he finds Tolbert.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside of 25.
From the 24, Prescott.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott yet again. And that's Elliott, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott has got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Mora, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Brady now on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go, baby.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second down at 5. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing in an extra defensive back. Brady now to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the gain there. It's time to run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Succop's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's doubled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver could get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yards running the ball will increase as this one goes out.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Marr now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
53 yards rushing for now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. That's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line pregame. Get used to ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Brady throw on target to Godwin here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Throwing now is Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit on 6 or 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came and played well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's how you pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken out at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and he'll play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That would complete to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's Ryan Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Brady going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
That's right. Let's be perfect. Let's be
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A draw play, Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 50 yards.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Buccaneers 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run a football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. On 2nd down, Elliott. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense, down by 10, 1:39 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Brady to throw. He completes it to Evans.
Brady's pass comes back to Evans. 10 yards down the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Back to throw. Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
first down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Buccaneers, 31.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.